Guys, the faster you can scrap all the meaningless bullshit out of your life, to scrap the meaningless bullshit, to simply look in the mirror and ask yourself, is this serving me or is this wasting my fucking life? Now you have to understand that time and energy is the resources of your existence. And so when you waste these resources, you're technically wasting your fucking life. And so we have to understand that if we put our energy and time into things that don't serve us, we're wasting our fucking life on things that don't matter. And so if you want to excel in life, or scrap all the meaningless fucking bullshit, look in the fucking mirror and start serving yourself at the highest fucking level. You have to understand that you cannot serve anyone, you cannot serve yourself. If you can't serve yourself at a higher level, how the fuck are you gonna serve anyone? And so before you try to help the people around you, look in that fucking mirror and help yourself. Every day you can do something to grow exponentially, and you can increase your ability to move through life like a fucking savage, like a menace, just rampaging through life, level to level to level, non-stop, on an infinite fucking cycle until you get what the fuck you want. And so what I want you guys to truly understand is that the more you put your time and energy into meaningless bullshit that doesn't serve you, you're wasting your fucking life, and you're putting the time and energy you have, which is finite, in the wrong fucking place. And so if you have a bundle of cash, let's say that you instantly get dropped a bundle of cash, well, you're not gonna waste this money on meaningless shit. If you have a brain between your two ears and your fucking skull, well, if you get a bundle of cash, you're gonna use that cash to make more cash, and you're gonna use that cash to propel yourself into levels of higher cash flow. And so what I'm trying to say, if you have time on energy, treat your time and energy like actual essence of money, right? Because we have to understand that money is just energy. And so energy to exchange for value, right? And so then the value comes in its different forms. And so what I want you to understand is that time and energy is more value, because guess what? Guess what you exchange for money? Time and energy. And so your time and energy is more important than the money. But I want you guys to truly understand that, that's an entire different fucking video. But just understand that the more you feed meaningless bullshit in your life, guys, you're wasting your time and energy, you're wasting your life, and you're putting that shit in the wrong fucking place. And so when you waste your time and energy, well, this is going to stack up into wasted accumulation of life. And so most of you guys go through life as wasted accumulations of life. And so you have to truly confront yourself, and you have to ask, is this serving me, or is this denouncing me? Is this making me smaller? Is this shrinking me? And then you'll realize that every dollar you've wasted on the vape, every time you've wasted, your time and energy with fake people who don't want you to win, because you have to understand that if you're not winning with the people around you, well, they're sabotaging you from winning. I don't give a fuck. If you don't take your winning, if you don't take life to the extreme, if you don't look in that fucking mirror like a conqueror, you're not going to conquer. I don't give a fuck. So most of you guys are quick to say you're too intense, you're too extreme. Maybe we should slow down, motherfucker. When you slow down, we speed the fuck up. That's why you're behind us, you fucking idiot. And so all of you guys will sit there too intense. It's too much. But motherfucker, guess who's back there and guess who's up here? Bitch. It's definitely not us. We're in the fucking front, ready to race through the fucking finish line. And matter of fact, fuck the race. We'll keep going when it's done. You guys don't understand what it takes to get to that level. You have to give it all. You have to give it your soul. You have to give it your heart. You need to wake up and become the quintessence of the best version of you. And the best version of you doesn't waste a fucking dime on meaningless bullshit. And so what does that reference to? You don't waste a fucking second on stupid ass shit. You sit there and you grow and you become what you need to be. And if you're not going to do that, you're going to slowly decrease through time. And every day we're going to watch you go through time degenerating, because to go backward in time, well, not actually backward, but to go forward in space and time, but to reverse in quality, so to devolve through time. Guys, this isn't the way of life. And so all the negative tensions you have in your mind is a direct correspondent to how long you've been stagnating. And so the longer you stagnate, the more you'll walk around like a mopey, lazy bitch. And you won't know why the fuck you feel like that. It's because, motherfucker, look in the fucking mirror. You can't hide that shit. And so all of you guys pretend like a fucking psychological mask and a fake ass smile is gonna hide that void. Motherfucker, we see right through it, and the best thing to do is to drop the fucking smile because you're overweight, you're wasted your life, and now it's time to do some shit to change before it's too fucking late. As long as you're mobile, as long as your brain can function, it's never too late. Most of you guys, you think it's over. Bitch, you didn't even start. How the fuck is it over when you still have another 30, 40 years on this fucking planet? You guys don't understand that you need to get active now. And how do we get active? Well, you look in the fucking mirror and you say, is this what the fuck I was born to be? I was gonna say, is this what I should be? But once you guys deceive yourself and pretend that is what the fuck you should be. But in all reality, we scrap that and then we say, is this what the fuck you were born to be? And now we can feel the weight of your life being wasted. And so what I want you to understand is you need to go look at that mirror and you need to ask yourself, why am I not what I was supposed to be, what I was birthed to be? Why am I not reflecting the value of life through myself? You guys don't value your life high enough. Your life is a reflection of your self-worth. The way you behave is a reflection of your self-worth. The way you conduct yourself is a reflection of your self-worth. When you hear the word behave, your brain instantly triggers fucking slave morality. You guys need to what is that called? It's like subconscious reprogramming for words. Because you guys hear a word and then boom, slave programming. You guys don't understand that your behavior is what you'll have. And so when you behave like a slave, well, guess what? That's what you have. And slaves don't have drive. They don't have momentum. They don't have force. They don't have a will to power. And so you being there stagnating is slave energy. And so I want you to understand that the word slave is a reference to being chained to something other than to have your power somewhere else other than yourself. And so you should wake up every day like an unstoppable fucking force of a tsunami of energy, and you should be attacking what the fuck is keeping you enslaved. And if you can't do that, you simply love your chains more than you love the idea of being free. And so that's a character problem, that's a self-love issue, and that's a self-esteem issue. You can't wake up and attack what the fuck's keeping you down. That's where the fuck you failed. And so what I want you guys to understand is that you need to wake the fuck up and you have to actually value yourself. But here's where you get trapped. You look in the mirror and you want to value yourself more, but here you are jerking off the porn, hitting the vape, escaping your reality, wasting your time, and being a delusional, delirious primate. And so what I want you to understand is that you can't value that, and you definitely can't love that. When you look in the mirror and you see a fat piece of shit, myopic, stagnating bitch, how the fuck are you going to love that shit? How the fuck are you going to look in the mirror and say, fuck, I look 8 months pregnant, but I have a fucking dick? How the fuck are you going to love that shit? You can't. But you know what you can love? The work to rid the weakness in your soul, which is reverberating through the way you conduct yourself in existence into the universe as you proliferate yourself into the sewage by diverging your mediocrity through the way you behave. And so what I want you guys to understand is that all the power is within you, but every time you make that choice to be powerless, guess what the fuck you are? Pussy. Powerless as a bitch. Holy fuck. So guys, very simple. The way you value your life is the way you'll conduct yourself. And the way you conduct yourself is the direction and the trajectory you're conducing into your existence. And so that simply means that there's a specific word. I want you guys to understand there's a definition. The definition of the word auspicious is to be conducive to success. And so your conduct is going to conduce success-driven energy, which is going to propel you upward. And so you have to be auspicious in your conduct, and you need to conduce successful behavior, and you need to conduce successful energy by having a successful mindset, by embodying your higher self in the present moment, confronting your lower self, no longer accepting your lower self, no longer making excuses and protecting yourself from your lower self, but to actually confront and to stand there in your fucking weakness, looking directly at it and processing everything you should feel, which is going to give you a certain emotion of just absolute hatred for the weakness of yourself. And this emotion is either gonna propel you upward and you're gonna say, fuck, I'm done with this shit. I hate this so much, I'm gonna take action and I'm never gonna be this weak again. Or you're gonna hide behind the psychological mask. You're going to look in that mirror and you're going to feel so much tension, and you're going to feel the confrontation behind the fake smile you'll put on when you look in the mirror, and every single fucking weakness in your being which is navigating your life to a path you don't want to be on, which is navigating your life to a path which is lesser than the best. Because you have to understand that when you look in that mirror and you see what you're not supposed to be, and you see your life being wasted as you go through time, and you stagnate and you do nothing to grow or excel, you have to understand that that is a reflection of your soul.